Hello and welcome. My name is Ivanina Stoilova, and together with Asier Gutierrez Burruchaga, I am part of Team 27. Together we have developed a website with a significant backend component for an auction house called Auctionet27. We have hosted both the MySQL database and the website on the Azure web server, and we are managing the database through the phpMyAdmin, which is also connected to the Azure web server. The database, together with the database schema and its structure, are discussed in more detail in the design brief component for this project. I'm now going to give you a demonstration of the interface and all of the functionalities and capabilities of the system. As you can see, we're displayed with the landing page for Auctionet27, where we can see a list of all the live auctions currently available at the auction house, and I have two options to either sign up or log in at the website. I am now going to log in as an existing user to demonstrate the full range of capabilities, and I'm going to log in as one of these users. I'm going to sign in now, displayed with a little pop-up message saying that the login has been alright. And I am now presented with the main user dashboard, where I can see a list of all currently live auctions. As you can see on the left, we have a menu bar with some of the options available, but we're now going to take a look at the search functionality of the system. I'm going to search for the key term ring, and I can narrow down the category and the subcategory for which I would like to search, but I'm going to search through all categories, which is going to return search results from the entire database. Once displayed with the search results, I can manipulate the data in numerous ways. I can narrow it down based on the description, based on any of the columns. In fact, I can search further within the results that I'm displayed with. As you can see, one result has been dropped. I can also refresh the data in case there has been a new auction added in. I can view the data in a card format, and finally I can also narrow down the amount of columns that I would like to see. However, I'm now going to click on one of those auctions, and I will be displayed with additional information about the auction and the item. So we can see that there's currently 10 amount of bids. I can see the highest one, the auction end date and start date. I can see a breakdown of all the users and their bids in the auction. I can also see the item description and category, and most importantly, I can see the seller. From this web page, I can see the seller's rating, both as a seller and as a buyer, and their aggregated review of both ratings. And I can also see the comments that the users have made about this particular seller in the past. If I now go back to the auction web page, I will be able to place a bid with the system. As we can see, the current highest bid is 7,100, and I'm going to try to place a lower bid of 7,000. Just to test the system, it wouldn't allow me, so I'm going to increase the amount of the bid, 7,500, and it takes a bit of time to load. But this bid has now triggered an event, and it is going to send an automatic email both to the owner of the auction and to the previous owner of the highest bid. I'm going to check the emailing system in a bit, and I'm going to show you that the emails have indeed been sent, but it takes some time for an email to be received, as the emails are sent through an email server also hosted on Azure. But I'm now going to take you through the other functionalities. If I click on my live auction statistics dashboard, I will be able to see all of the auctions that I have as an owner and that are live at the moment. I will be able to see vital statistics such as auction ID, current amount of views, current highest bids, whether the reserve price I have identified has been met, and how many bids have been made. I can also go to auctions watch list, which will present me with a list of all of the auctions that I have placed a bid on. As you can see, the Rolex ring is indeed on the list, and I can now leave feedback I can leave feedback for both a buyer and a seller, and I have now received the email. This email has been sent to the previous owner of the highest bid, saying there is a new highest bid on an item they have bidded on, and also the owner of the auction has received an email saying that there's a new highest bid on one of your auctions. As we can see, it's been sent 1 minute ago. And if we now go back to the web page, we'll be able to leave feedback for buyer and for seller. We're going to demonstrate the leave feedback for seller capability. We are displayed with a list of all auctions we can leave a feedback for, based on which auctions me as a buyer has participated in. We're going to leave an auction for the seller who organized the auction for the Harry Potter manuscript, and we're going to rate them with 2.5 stars, saying item not as described. And we're going to leave this feedback, and we're displayed with confirmation. And we're taken back to the main web page. Now I'm going to actually check whether this piece of feedback has been received in the database, as there's no way to check this through the interface. And as you can see, it has been successfully logged. And now if we go back to the web page, we can lastly create a new auction. We're going to create an auction for a rare John Smith novel, which is going to be a 1987 copy, and it is going to be in the category of collectible books. And the start date would be tomorrow, the 26th of the 3rd, and the finish date the 30th of April, with a starting price of £50 and a reserve price of £80. If I click on create auction, I'll be displayed with a notification that my auction has indeed been created. I click OK and return back to the main page. Here, as you can see, we can again search and we can modify the visual display of the results. But I'm now going to finally log out of the system once after I have shown you all the capabilities, to finally demonstrate the sign up option. Sign up as a new user, Henry Potter, with a phone number and an email address. Input all of the data required and sign up. I have been displayed with two pop-ups. One is asking me whether I would like to save the password, and the other one notifying me that my account has been created. And as we can see, I am yet again displayed with the same dashboard as before. I'm now going to log out again. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed our video. Bye.